that stood up. Now I gotta get this piece of crap out of there. So get me some wedge blocks and put it in here. Help me along the way. Alright. Got a couple of jack stand rubber wedge locks that'll help me wedge that out. Here's the back of the sensor. I gotta cut that rubber out and then just use a puller. Pull this dude out of here. Alrighty, use the utility knife and cut around that dude. I'll just use some pliers and hopefully pull it out of there. Be right back. Alright, there it is. I got most of that rubber chewed out of there. And we'll screw this doohickey thing on here and pull this out. I don't have a good one, but you got to work with what you got. And it takes some force, so I'm going to pull this down. Right back. And there it is. We got it pulled out. Alright, here we go. Got to get this sensor in here now. So let's do it. Alright, got the cap off. Got some Dawn dish soap on there. I'm just going to stick it in and pull it through. Purple side goes up. This white side goes against the wheel. So been careful not to drop anything in the tire. I got to stick this thing through, bring it out the valve stem like this. I don't want to drop it, need both hands, so I'll be right back. Alright, got it pushed in there. I got to get that tool back on there and pull it down until this recessed piece is flush in the rim. So we got to get this little ridge right there in the middle. It's got to pull all the way through. So I'm going to get that same little tool, try to screw it on there. And I got a piece of, pull one of these rubber chocks out, put it over the wheel, and then I got a pair of, I don't have a pair of pullers, so I got a pair of pliers and a tuning fork. I can get under them prongs and pull it through. Alright, so there it is. Not the best setup. We got to use what we got. And now, like I said, I got some tools to put under here, and then just pull out and pop this thing out. So we got it pulled part of the way in. It's got one more seat to go. Hopefully I can manage to do that without damaging or scratching this rim. I'm pretty good. I got 3 out of 4 so far. This is the last one. Okay, so you get her all the way in. That's what it should look like. Flush like that. It's turned down against the rim. That looks good. So now I can take this dude off here. Okay. Gotta get these blocks out. And then I can fit this back over and get ready to, I'll just put a little soapy water around the rim. Go all the way around this outside here. Make sure it's sealed up, and I'll put air in it and seal the bead. Alright, I just bounced the tire a couple times, try to get some of the shape back in. Got a little soapy water around the edge. And I'll put some air in there and try to pop this bead back on. Another thing you can do, you can take out that valve stem with a tool here. To seal the bead, just put a rubber straight line blower in there and seal that up. You get more airflow to helps you seal the bead, because a regular air nozzle input in this way through the valve is a slower process. Of course, got more restriction to go in, and then you can put your valve back in and reseal it up. But I've been able to get it without taking this out, so we're going to do it again. All right, some air in here. See if we can get this thing sealed back up. Had to stand it up, put air on it, but the bead popped. It's sealed back on. So we'll just get it up to 35 PSI, what my inside driver's door indicates. We'll be right back. Alright, we got it. I like it right there, 35, close enough. Get back on here. Just tight. Now we're ready to throw it back on the truck, and we're good. Throw it back on there. I always put it back the same way because I'm a little OCD. I don't think it matters. I got my lug nuts laid out just like I took them off. A wheel lock, so I'll go ahead and thread these back on here. Lock here. And then what I'll do, once I get these just snugged up with the wrench, I'll lower the jack down here in the front. Of course, I'll take these out first. But yeah, I'll lower down the jack about halfway and then torque them, 97 foot-pounds, and then take the jack the rest of the way down, take it to drive, and torque it one more time. Alright, I just pulled this jack stand out. Let's show you just a closer look at what these are. It's just a little rubber saddle, all underneath. Just sits right on these 3-ton jack stands. Pretty smooth. Your pinch bolt sits right in that V. Kind of like them. Alright, I'll get this other one out. Pull this dude out. Here's the other rubber one. I said that V goes right up against that pinch weld. I said pinch bolt, but on that pinch weld. See it right there. Fits in there nicely. Alright, we'll lower this jack down. Get some weight on these tires. I'm going to lower it all the way. Keep the suspension up, that's good enough. Now, we'll torque these wheels. 97-inch set. Locked in. 97 foot-pounds. On the money. Okay, sorry for the Blair Witch Project camera action here. I don't have a GoPro or anything. I got my wheel lock. I've run it around once. Torqued 97, so it should be good. Always run it around again. It looks good. Always, of course, we do our crisscross alternating bolt pattern, just like when you torque anything here. Alright, so it's been around twice. Everything sounds good. Now we just got to lower it down off the jack stands. I got all the other 3 wheels already done. Take it for a drive, and then I'll re-torque them. And then hopefully my TPMS sensor light will go out on this Ridgeline. Once we drive, they're supposed to be self-learning sensors. Alright, this truck, it is a 2022 Honda Ridgeline. And on this truck, you got this piece right here where that little hole's sticking down right there in the center. Let's see if I can zoom in. That is a jack point right on that. Okay. I'll go around and look at the front. Right at the front, there's the emblem right down the center. Come underneath here. And then right on our frame in the middle, a piece that looks like a bracket. Right there, that square piece. That's your center place for a jack. Floor jack, you can get both wheels off the ground with one jack. Get your jack stands under the side when you're done. I just got a 3-ton floor jack. They do make these rubber pieces you can put over your saddle, or you can use a piece of wood. I usually just use a piece of wood and crank her up there and let that framework soften right down into it instead of having the metal to metal contact. Seems to work pretty good for me. I'm going to put my stuff away. Take this thing for a drive. Remember, be safe. Alright, scrolling through the menu. The tire pressure came back on. The alarm went out, so it looks like it's working. A little bit off. I need to get it at 35, but I just come back from a drive. So I got to fine tune it, but that worked. Those sensors took the alarm right off the screen and self-calibrated just like it said it would. Cool beans.